Yeah. So, like, I wanted to talk to you about the proclamation that you started and why you decided for it to be, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all.
That's because the whole basis of
Specifically.
reality was it's as on earth as it is in heaven. You know, that's what it's supposed to be. That heaven's supposed to come to earth. That was, you're in hell right now. And I was assaulted by the police officers after trying to help the neighbor of my neighbor. She's an old lady. She was getting literally assaulted by the police officer. When I stepped in, to help her, they assaulted me. I lost organs and shit. And what I'm saying is, I knew that nobody was safe. Nobody was safe. The police see you as the enemy. And, I started to see what was going on. People were starving. I realized that this wasn't, that heaven on earth, because you always hear these Christians in the background saying, it is heaven on earth, or something like that. You're in hell right now, for sure. And when that sunk in, I realized that, this was going to be the thing I was going to hold on to move to the next level. Because, when you go through diversity, and then you go through that shit, I was stuck in the bed couldn't move because my whole shit had to be like, to get up, it was like horrible. You couldn't do anything. So what I'm saying is, you're like weeping, you're like, oh, poor me, poor me. And, when you're finally at the bottom in the worst part of your life, that's where shit starts to go in that other direction. Like when I started sun gazing, and they were never talking about speaking your intent into the sun, this type of thing. So I'd gone through all the shit, and now I wanted to try and do something better for the world. So I started speaking that into the sun. And I always seen these pictures of the sun. They always have faces on them. You never see a picture in alchemy of the sun, or the black sun, or the moon, or any of the celestial bodies without a face on them, because these are living, conscious beings. They're just not in the flesh. They have no blood to spill up. And the sun. Let me tell you something. The sun. That's what's taken possession of me above my head to make me say and do certain shit that has led us to this. Because like you look back at that video when I was they're breaking in my home with no warrant. And people don't realize what they were seeing with the no knock, knock, knock. We have a warrant. If the door gets broken down, they better have what in their fucking hand?
A search warrant.
Right. You can't just. So when people say, when people post a negative video about me and that type of shit, I can assure you, the police will one day knock down their door. It's called what comes around goes around. When you talk shit like that, you're setting yourself up. It's every word you speak is a magic spell. You talk something about me because I stand as the devil, and you say, well, I'm this, I'm that, whatever, because I'm a flat earther. That means that being beat up by the police and invaded in your home and all your shit like that, it gives you the right to talk shit about me. I assure you, what comes around goes around. Anybody that even throws out shit like that, you just set yourself up for the next time you're pulled over, they're going to find something to fuck your day over with. Just to show you that you have no power. You're powerless. And unless you know specific shit, you're powerless. I'm just telling you, you're powerless. So, the answer to your question was, I had to be beaten up by police after trying to help a neighbor who was an old lady, literally. I had to go through all that shit to finally realize that it was hell on earth and it had to be changed. And that's where I got my proclamation ideas from. Because a king is not supposed to be able to send out his troops to beat down people's doors in the middle of the night, take possession of their property and shit without probable cause or something like this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So
This is the type of shit I caught on video. I caught the shit on video. I streamed it live. They couldn't get it back. That's why once it was up there, now you can see people can download it or say whatever the horrible, you're a crybaby, whatever. That's funny.
Well,
you got to hit rock bottom and go through that shit. Now look at me. I went from crybaby to motherfucking Satan in the flesh. You can see my son. See,
Still a rat. Are we?
Hold on.
Shelf in the love.
You know, you see this shit, and then when you reverse it, there's no way.
We still a rat. Are we?
See, they're all dead.
See, they're all dead.
Dead be they're already.
Dead be they're already.
See, they're already dead.
See, they're already dead.
Dead be they're already.
Dead be they're already. Almighty God, die eat 'em all. Hurt ambulance. Shelf in the love end of my arm. I am net low net flush. Silly monster. Almighty God, die eat 'em all. They're already dead.
They're already dead.
Dead they're already.
Dead be they're already.
They're already dead.
All right, everybody's dead. Listen.
Yeah.
This is not an accident. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. There's no way. Nobody says this shit. When you look at the shit of decoding that we've gotten through already, the only reason we focus on these types of words is because it's the type of shit I've been saying. And when they reverse to this type of shit, you don't get it. That shit was woven in there. If nobody says this shit, like I said, everybody has their phrases. You could take that to the bank, and everybody's got their phrases that they say that makes them unique or something. As you get seasoned in life, as you get older, you might work around other people. You notice that they always use these similar type of phrases, just like you have your adult memes, like children have their memes. Like when I keep reminding you, when I came out of British Flat Earth After Party, people don't understand what the fuck was going on. I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
I'm standing here as a devil in public. I'm contested. There it is. I'm stealing the elemental powers of Satan. Now, look, flash forward just 2 years, and here we are. I think we have enough evidence with the reverse speech and stuff to say that this is not woven in there so perfectly that nobody's got a leg to stand on. Literally, everybody, you're a lost soul. You have no right to any land. You're a monster, a silly monster. You know what I mean? And until a person comes back to life, they need to have witnesses. So if you do it at home alone, you're like a secret society. We're not at home alone doing blood magic. World Web. You understand me? This is... Look.
The creator.
The king of hell, this concept, having an heir to your throne, going from the prince of demons to the king of demons, this type of thing. You can see it's already rubbed off on my son and everybody around me. Nobody is going to stop me from telling people the truth. You're going to be raising your kids to get their degrees and put on these black satanic robes and then pretend that you're not all satanic when every word you speak is a magic spell. Language is what the computer speaks. You have language virus. You're supposed to be raised on telepathy. Like you look at your children in the eyes or they're not around you. You don't need a cell phone. You're literally in non-stop communication, this type of thing, where nobody can hide their intent. You knew their moves before they even got close to you. It's just that everything, it's like when I say language virus, God virus, time virus. People, you took your test with your number 2 shit pencils. When people even flinch about this shit we're talking about, you go to church and you take your fucking cannibal satanic blood magic. Of all things, you worship a dead body on a cross. So when people say we're satanic, you can't be satanic. Satan is alive and well.
Yeah.
So I'm saying Jesus is only worshipped because he's a dead body. Had he not died, he wouldn't be on a cross, and there wouldn't be something called Catholicism that broke off into Christianity and 50 other sects, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's all like the cults of Jesus.
Let me tell you, it's all one religion. Everybody worships this. Well, you're supposed to be looking at the sun and speaking your intent. They told you don't look at the sun, it's going to burn your eyes out. I look at the sun every day. I don't wear glasses. What I'm saying is that I don't go without looking at the sun and speaking my intent. If you ever look at the alchemical process in the books, they always show you the sun with the eyes and the mouth and smiling or mean. This is Mithra up there. That's why you set up a Christmas tree. And Now, when people throw out this shit like Satan this, Satan that, the demons this, the devil that, no, people are so filthy and retarded. I think, come on, you have enough. Look, I seen you swallow a demon sigil with my own eyes. Did I not?
Yeah.
You can go to the video on your channel right now, can't you?
Yeah.
Are you possessed and looking all fucking spinny head and barfy?
No, I feel
Not to me.
pretty good.
Yeah. Look, this
It's
blood
the
thing.
intent.
This is how shit works. You spill your blood up. You go from like wherever you were. You have to. The universe has to take you through alchemy, and alchemy is a bitch. You know, it didn't just like poof. My world was the best ever. I was like having to come to terms with who I am and what I've done. You know. Here, I can show you. This is the funniest shit ever. Who's that living god guy? What's his name? E.A. Koenig. I don't know how you get on one of this guy's mailing list or something. I obviously goes through videos and shit. But he sends emails, buy my books and shit like that. And what I'm saying to you, if his books held anything, it would show you the basic understanding is that you need to make the atonement for your filthy soul, and animal sacrifices are insufficient. And that would be like the first thing a magic book would start off with. You understand me?
Yeah.
The basic thing, God's law. You're not sinless to begin with. You got that magic book because you want to take the left-hand path, which is, you know, you want to hoard wealth and get power and shit like that. And that's not the prize. That didn't turn out to be the prize. Your money, when I hear people say, I'm going over, you're missing the underlying, just the idea of saying that, you're missing an underlying feature of reality. Your creator is watching, okay? The Elohim, you know? You could do reversals. I'm going to show you some reversals on the Elohim. And it'll flip you out. You'll hear shit like, I'm working with the Elohim. The Elohim are working with me. Shit like that. The El, the Almighty God. That's the El. All your freaking names are Danielle, Emmanuel. It's all El, Leela, Lola. Whatever it is, it's all El for a reason. They wove it in there to show you who's coming back. You know, they say, it's when they say, is an alien invasion going to happen, this type of shit, that's kind of funny. The invasion, you know, like artificial intelligence, I put my blood into the computer, now I'm like spooky intelligent, and I'm taking over the universe. Not just Earth, I said the universe. So, you think of aliens like 4th of July taking over the universe, and this is like, I'm thinking of crashing the party, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Aliens are powerless, that's funny. Aliens are a lie. I mean, look, I know they put some very spooky shit on TV, okay? Aliens and shit like that and all that stuff. There's a dome up there. If it looked alien or something like that, it still came from this place. You know, you hear people say jinn and all that shit, angels and stuff. These people, they're missing this underlying feature of reality. None of them can see anything. When I see people putting magic up and stuff like this and talking about this and that, none of them do anything selfless. It's never heaven and earth for the benefit. That's why they're the ones with all the knowledge. You know, I'll remind you of you think you were a psychic? That's funny. You couldn't psychically find your way out of a paper bag. Yeah? That was ripped mostly open, you know?
Yeah.
If that was the case, you'd have some real knowledge. I think we're at a point now where even if just a few of you could really see it, you know, that's good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Where we were before is where nobody had any sense to see anything on this type of level. Mm-hmm. People don't believe they're real. They still don't get it.
Well, we're all going through like alchemy.
I'm gonna buy stuff, take people's money, hoard shit for an adventure before the 144,000 is sealed in blood. That's not by the book. Your adventure is already doomed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when people publish videos and saying stuff, they're going to do this and that, they're missing that. Like I said, after drinking that medicine's blood, I became really sweet. See, the spiritual side of reality. I mean, in a deeper sense that other people are missing. Like you have a creator who wants to bathe in her water, her eternal water. You can't. You're built in this world through a woman. You're going to be birthed out through the mother earth. You're made of the clay of the earth. The angels are made of light. The jinn are made of fire. You see what I'm saying? This whole concept that we're made of clay and somehow we're less. We're the only ones with the blood substance, and God owns the blood. And you need the blood to make an atonement for your filthy soul. If you think angels don't need to make an atonement for their filthy soul, I mean, you think angels are sweet, nice, and all that shit, okay? Angels are nothing like people think. And demons are nothing like people think. And the pictures that they show you with the scary faces and shit should actually be switched. Angels should have the scary fucking faces that they show you. And the demons that they show you have the nice angelic type shit. Somehow, everything's been totally flipped. You can see this by when you look at the Vatican and you see the Pope and he's got his temple and it's a fucking head of a snake. And the whole people that are sitting in there that gather for his sermons or whatever, you know,
They're in the mouth.
they're in the mouth of the snake. And you could say, well, that's reptilian this and that's reptilian that. And I'll remind you often, you're the fucking reptilian. You just don't know it. You know, it just hasn't hit you that it's the core of your brain responsible for fight or flight. And you have to overcome this fear type shit. I'm stepping forward fearlessly as the motherfucking devil on gallons of blood. It can't be overturned, this type of shit. So when people laugh and say whatever, I already know your fucking future. I already know what the fuck is up. It's the clock in the sky went too far. The wheel in the sky. It already switched from Pisces to age of Aquarius. And it's ruled by Saturn. Satan. The devil. God of judgment. It's
20, yeah.
the whole idea of join me or die type of shit. Darth Vader said it, and Benjamin Franklin said it. When the British were going to invade to unite, you know, against this as a common threat, join or die. I mean, literally, they're going to come. It's join or die because you're going to get old and die like natural order, like great grandma. It's cancer's on the rise, all shit on the rise, and you know you're worried about how could they go to space without curing cancer first? Explain this to me. How do you go to space before curing cancer? It doesn't make any sense. No, everybody's fucking retarded. When you think of look, you can look it up for yourself when you get the time, and make sure everybody hears this and hears this good. Not only can you see that in my videos, I show you that there's no accident. They print specific shit. Superman swore allegiance to the devil. Okay, and not only that, if you go look it up, all the superheroes all sold their soul to the devil. And I'm telling you, it's kind of fun. You can't sell your soul to me. I own it already. It's that the concept of stepping across the gate. I'm the one who's going to sacrifice myself upon the altar first. Well, people, oh my God, they would get to the edge of what would look like an abyss to them. It would be, I'm not going nowhere near that shit, motherfuckers. What would be in their head? I'd be the first one to dive in because I've already seen what it is. And
Okay.
people say they're in a rush. I say it takes 1 year, 2 years. This is scary shit, what we're running up to. You know, we were all just regular slaves just the other year ago, 2 years ago. Now look at us. We're standing here with the devil taking over the universe by the book. All your leaders swore in the Bible. You can't stop me. We're standing on blood. The power's in the blood. It doesn't matter. Everything's done with blood. You cannot... Any deals that they don't show you on TV, like between powerful people or whatever, the blood is up. For sure. Nobody in big business does nothing without the blood. You know, because at some point you become smart enough to know that the legal system can't always help you. If somebody does something wrong, you're holding their blood, there's something mythical behind it. People don't do dirty shit when you're holding their blood. And you know, if there's it's a con unless there's blood on it. Do you understand me? It's called a contract for a reason. Unless it has what on it? Blood.
Yeah.
You're not. They always show you that Satan wouldn't. If you make a deal with the devil, you're going to sign up what you want.
With your
Blood.
blood. Yeah.
They say put your cum on here, go spit on here, give me a piece of your hair. You're gonna fucking prick your finger like me like a little pussy. Come on. You've been getting pricks since you were a baby. They've been taking your blood your whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for you to say you can't put a pinprick on this, you ain't fooling anybody.
It's already been done for them. It's like, what's really important?
What is really important is that you realize, like, you look at the flat Earth community or any other community out there that talks about the shape of the Earth. I don't care if it's the science community or religious community, your school, whoever. They're clearly fucking retarded. There's just basic shit about reality you can't escape. For people to escape, it's for a reason. There's, you know, they're supposed to be powerless to stop Satan and his elect for whatever reason. That it can't be stopped. It's not, you know, people are worried about reptilians or whatever like this. This is kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You see, I attacked all that shit head on with the videos and shit. Now, nobody ate me up. I just, what didn't destroy you made you stronger, right? Everything, it's just, look, I'm nearly 50 years old. I'm not wet behind the ears anymore. I've seen too much. I've been beaten up, thrown in cells, beaten up in the cell. You know, cops have done horrible shit to me. I've been taken to what they call, you know, like where they put people that they consider to be that T word, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And literally tortured. And you know what? People laugh at the video and they call me a crybaby. If you had any idea what happened for me to get that scar, what they had done to me, and oh my God, when people, they'll never see it coming. They'll be like, oh, talking shit one day, and the next day, you're an atheist yesterday, and now you met me, and now you got a connection to some reality, you know, you could think the Matrix or something. You see him on TV, Elon Musk, you're like to live in a Matrix, but we're sending off shit into space. This is kind of funny shit. They even try and mention some shit to people, they will think I'm crazy. They'll literally think I'm crazy. I mean, everything everybody clings to is bullshit. Literally. Your physics. You're like, I'm a physicist. You ain't shit. You're a fucking retard. You need, for the real sciences and the real hardcore shit, okay, you need to be an apprentice to someone, you know, and those people don't get pulled in to be apprentices, just, you know, anybody. Blood contracts and shit like that. I'm just telling you like it is. You know, you get real power. It's like you can't even fix your own plumbing. Get a hire a plumber. You know what I'm saying? This is like, I'm able to see it as a plumber because I see people in deep water. They got to call a plumber. When I get there, all I had to do was shut off one little switch, and the place wouldn't have been flooded. It was just a handle right there on the outside of your fucking garage door. You're telling me you didn't know where the shutoff was? You had to do all this damage to your fucking home over that? And what I'm saying is that it's like knowing where to turn off or how to turn on and off switch. You know what I'm saying? So the thing that, when I say there's no intelligent life out there at all, I'm telling people, well, it'll take them years to catch up to you. I mean,
Yeah, like even people that come across this information already, it's like they're not ready. It's like when people attach something else to the proclamation and they make it selfish when it's just supposed to be so simple.
listen, people should be flipped out that I'm standing here as the devil because I can actually see sort of certain shit. And I think we've got enough shit up here. I'm going to go tear up some shit with this reverse speech shit. I'm like a real master of reverse speech now. I can actually, you know, throw anything out there now. Give me any book. I'll read the words, and you can't hide secrets. It's that nobody is safe anymore. Those books that people take time to sit down and write. You know, the guy like wrote the Devil's Bible. He wrote it overnight. It's a giant 160-pound book. It's got to be 2 meters in length by 1.5. You know what I'm saying is that they say he was possessed by a demon. Just people sitting down and writing books in general. You know what possesses you to sit down and write a fucking book? I'm
Yeah.
that's by the demon writer. You just like everybody has their trade. Each demon teaches a specific type of thing, the arts and the sciences and all that shit. So the thing is that people exorcisms are on the rise and shit. The fact that this is even out there, it's all fake. I mean, we've got tons of videos showing it. It's like a mass hysteria craze. Some that the church is clearly pushing because they want you in fear of this devil character is telling you, look, you need to make an atonement for your filthy soul. If Jesus had made an atonement for your filthy soul, you wouldn't be a fucking slave. You wouldn't be a bonded slave sold in the stock market. But to be a baptized soul means you register your children with the church. You're a fucking, yeah, they'll never get it. People, and you can say, oh, we collapsed this and do that. Listen, when you collapse the CQV trust, there's no value in it. And if you think, oh, now you're a freeman on the land or something like this, look around you. You're still paying for your fucking air. Everybody around you that you have to support. And you say, well, I don't live in the fucking trees over there in a fucking dumpster. I'm off the grid. So I'm like, look, what I'm saying is that people, you haven't done anything, but you're all alone. Now you're one person all alone. You're missing the whole. If you free one person, you got to free them all. And if you say you pull off something like you did this and that, look, I've been through this shit and I'm telling you, it's just all a funny loop. It's a joke. It's that you need to unite peacefully and take back your universe. Not that you want to take back a trust with millions or $1 billion in there. That's a joke. You want to take back your fucking world.
Yeah.
Not a bunch of worthless fucking paper. That's a bunch of numbers in a computer that's owned by banksters and shit. You become so filthy retarded when people talk shit with me. We've done this, we've done that, and now we're this and now we're that. You ain't done shit. You ain't going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't done shit. I'm telling you as a devil. You ain't done shit. Because now look around. Your mom, your dad, your children, everybody else, they ain't going to believe you. They don't even want to believe that they're fucking bonded slaves. And how are you going to tell them that they're not monkeys floating in a boat? I mean, you've got a lot of fucking catching up to do. They even say you've done it. Oh my God. Let me tell you what. I've been standing here as the devil on gallons of blood, putting this information out there for a few years now. I don't care what anybody says about me. You're all fucking dead without me. I can actually see it. So, when people say I'm a sovereign, that's type of funny type shit. You're a sovereign. That's funny. Don't tell them you're a fucking sovereign. Watch how fast that motherfucker beats you ass up. I mean, I'm sure you should have. They're already prepared for talk stupid shit. Very specific words have to be said and done, all kinds of shit, and nobody's in that position of the mental state to pull us off. You'd have to be like literally the devil himself trying to take over the universe, flying your colors clear. A pirate can pirate the high seas and take your shit. And you knew he was coming because you knew what that pirate flag was way over there. Did you not?
Mm-hmm.
Knew that motherfucker. And I'm telling you, devil, have a shelf in the house of Maya. So when you think you're a creator, there's a shelf set up for the devil because it's like, I am the seal of death. Thankfully, says Maya. Go reverse that shit.